Welcome to the biggest game jam of 2023. Your job is to create a game that fits a certain theme in a limited amount of time. And now let me tell you of how we, a bunch of people with almost no game jam experience, approached this task. Let's begin by assembling a team. This is going to be a very tough task, so we will need to find the best of the best. That's why we are going to just ping everyone in our friend group's Discord server. Next up, we will need some energy to stay productive during the next 48 hours. So we bought some energy drinks and ordered KFC. And finally, we need to choose the platform for our magnum opus. An engine that will be able to handle our unending flow of creativity and ideas. And here comes the Game Jam Pro Tip number 1. Prepare your software before the jam starts. Some of our team members were a bit late to the party and had to install a different version of Unity in the middle of the jam. Whatever, the day has come. It's time to assemble everyone who was brave enough to participate and watch the theme announcement video.
Hi everyone, the 7th annual GMTK Game Jam begins right now. Your goal over the next 48 hours is to make a game that fits the following theme.
Immediately we started brainstorming. And here comes the Game Jam Pro Tip number 2. There are no bad ideas. The most difficult thing to do in a game jam is not to make a game, but to come up with it. So try to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. Here are some examples of what we came up with. A reverse bullet hell where you force an AI player into impossible to dodge situations. A roguelike where you lose items. A detective game where you play as the killer trying to hide evidence from the police. And out of all of those ideas, we decided to make poker, but you are the deck. And after some more brainstorming, the idea transformed into this. A magical poker club where mages cast spells by combining cards. So, how can we make a game where cards combine into spells? Well, we decided to combine some rules of poker with an alchemy game. For example, instead of a royal flush, you will combine 3 water cards and create a flood. And how do we actually play as the deck? Okay, so what if, instead of the deck, you actually play as the dealer? And sometimes the owner of the club gives you tasks. For example, this guy owes our club a lot of money, so turn him into a golden statue to pay off his debt. And your job would be to shuffle special cards into this player's hand so that he turns into a statue. Sounds great! Now that we have something resembling a game, we can finally start making assets for it. The first thing I did was to draw some cards, similar to Inscription, and also make some designs for mages in blazers. And my friend Max managed to make some banger music for our mage club. Have a listen to this. This marks the end of the first day. You might be saying, the art and the music is cool, but did you make anything playable? Well, Game Jam Pro Tip number 3. Make the game playable first, you know? It's great when your game looks nice, but you know what's even better? A game that plays nice, or even plays at all.
You know, chat, I don't think this is, where the teleporter is supposed to happen?
We had a lot of work ahead of us, but our team was ready. Day 2 started with the team finally making some progress in the coding department. We managed to get some simple functions working. For example, you can now give a card to a mage. Yeah, this does not really look like a mage. And that's why Max and I started... Oh my god. Someone is vacuuming. And that's why Max and I started making 3D models for the game. We decided to go for a low poly style, something like Ultra Kill. I also made some sprites for new reactions that we came up with during the second day. And with around 3 to 4 hours remaining, we were ready to assemble levels. And after playing the first level, we found like $1 million bucks. So instead of assembling more levels, we decided to iron things out. While others proceeded to polish the code, I decided to make a logo for the... Oh my god. What now? While others proceeded to polish the code, I decided to make a logo for the game. The name we came up with was Las Wizards, basically combined Las Vegas and Wizards. That's it. Some time had passed. We had around 3 levels. No tutorial, no text to help the player understand what's happening. And that's when somebody in Discord said,
Game Jam Pro Tip number 4.
Leave some time for publishing and submitting the game. Because if you don't, you might just miss the deadline and the game that you wasted 48 hours on will not even make it to the jam page. Now let's get back to... The panic has set in. We scrambled to get an itch page up, fix all the bugs we found and finally upload the game. We didn't have time to make a proper tutorial, and that's why we just added a lot of text that gave at least some context to the player. Finally, with around 10 minutes left on the clock, we submit Las Wizards to the jam. And then... an announcement is made on the jam page. Another hour is given to submit a game. We rush to make something resembling a tutorial and polish some other things. And after 49 hours, we did it. We made a game. You can play Las Wizards on itch.io right now. There are around 5 or 6 levels and an arcade mode. The link is in the description. And before we conclude this video, I would like to give you some more
Game Jam Pro Tips.
Here is number 5. If you want your game to be rated, then rate and comment on other people's games. Because when you comment on other people's games, they can see what you submitted, and they might play your game and rate it too. If you don't get your game rated by a lot of people, your raw score of 4.3 will become a median score of just a 3. But please don't make a big deal out of your game's ratings. Cause I'm about to give you the most valuable, the most important
Game Jam Pro Tip
that you will ever get. It's so important that it doesn't even have a number. Here it is. Just have fun. Regardless of what score you got, if you managed to survive the jam and maybe even came out with a game on your hands, then you are a winner in my book. In my spell book.
We love casting spells.
Special thanks to everyone who helped make this game. I'm really proud of what we made in just 49 hours. And also a huge thanks to everyone on the GMTK Game Jam team that made something like this possible. And even more special thanks to you who made it so far into the video. Please consider liking it and subscribing. Maybe I will release some dev vlogs of other games that I made in the future. So keep an eye out for that. I know that the release schedule of my videos is not really consistent. But I will try to release the videos as soon as I can. I don't know. I guess see you next time.